We've run into some issues with our aquarium. It's a 15-gallon top fin aquarium. We keep pretty good maintenance on it and everything, trying to make sure all the fish are happy and whatnot. Have had a fish, and we are pretty sure, about 98% sure, that there is a fish in here with the symptom of dropsy, which is a white swelling of the body, and it makes the scales, rise, and makes the fish lethargic and just, hide away in corners. And you can't see her right now, but she's, where the bubbles are coming out, she's hiding over there. But she's just been staying there for a while now. Yeah, you can't see her. But yeah, she seemed, she was one of the first fish we got. Yeah, it was her and another fish that later turned out to be pregnant. Yeah, that fish died because we tried putting her in this tank right here, which we have a gold twin bar platy in there right now. I'll tell you the reason for that later. But we put our pregnant Dalmatian Molly in this tank so she can give birth and safely, and it ended up killing her. We put an air stone in there for, we didn't have another filter or anything, so we put an air stone in there, to make her comfy. She seemed to like the bubbles, but she was totally pregnant. She was so preggers. But we put some of the gravel in there in that little cup, and this was like 3 weeks ago. But we ended up getting another Dalmatian Molly in the big tank. But as for this little guy, this little gold twin bar platy, you can't tell because my camera quality, it's horrible, I know. But he is just chewed up. He's a goner. And we took him out of here, or took him out of the big tank over there, put him in here because he was just getting chewed up by these 3 guppies over there, the Tequila Sunrise guppies, and this guy, the gourami. And it's very strange because as soon as we got the guppies first, and then later on we added the platy, and these guys just fell in love with him. They were following him around, and it was just an easy friendship. They got along so well. And for the longest time, a few days ago, they just started nibbling on the platy and everything, and it was just weird. Because, every time the platy was swimming around, he would just chase off the guppies, as if he was defending himself, and we thought he was purposely attacking them. But it ended up, I guess the guppies were just chewing him down for some reason, and I later looked up that they don't get along well. But it was weird for the longest time, for about 3 weeks. Him and these guppies got along so well for the longest time. And just today, it was just getting worse. And this gourami right here, this little dwarf gourami, he started just chowing down on platy right over here. It was just the most insane thing I've ever seen. And this twin bar platy, he was in the bigger tank. He's swimming fine now, but earlier he was swimming on his side he was just gonna, a second later he was just gonna croak at some point. But yeah, we took the platy out. We put him in that 1-gallon tank that I put the pregnant fish in. I hope he goes, honestly. I love this fish. But, dude, he's chewed up. You can't see it, but his fins are all tearing up. Scales on his head are falling off, and that's because of the gourami right here. This gourami he did a number on him. It was absolutely terrible. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I took him out, put him in that 1-gallon. Hopefully he'll go peacefully. As for our other Dalmatian Molly, Cream, you can see her tail back there. That's all you can get, though. She's hiding. But she has dropsy. She most definitely has dropsy. And the reason for that, I think it's because ammonia buildup. Nitrites. And, we got a good filter in the back here. I don't know if it's really good. But, I know the water's a little cloudy. Just a tiny bit cloudy. It's just because of the camera, but it's pretty clean. But we have been using this right here. Tap water conditioner. This camera sucks. Sorry guys. But I mean, it apparently doesn't work, you know, to prevent ammonia buildup and everything. We didn't know that. I totally thought it did, but apparently it doesn't. So that's why I went out to PetSmart and just really quick. I know we should have bought a bigger hospital tank, especially for Platy, our other Dalmatian Molly, but we ran out at this quick start, which is supposed to prevent ammonia buildup and nitrates and everything, you know, all that stuff, all that jazz. But, I mean, we just put that in, you know, hopefully it'll do something. I have been reading reviews and videos online that how we could prevent dropsy or treat it. But we talked to the chick at PetSmart, and she says it's incurable, like the fish is a goner, so sooner or later we might lose 2 of our fish. Our lovely Dalmatian Molly that's still in the corner, that poor fish. She was one of the first fish we got. She was such a nice fish. Lost her pregnant buddy though. And this guy, like, he was no trouble at all. Like, he was harmless. He was so, you know, well behaved and everything. And the guppies just started chowing down on him at one point. And for the longest time, they got along together so well. Like, they were just best friends instantly. As soon as we put this guy in the tank, the guppies just fell in love with him. It was ridiculous. And he was alright with it. Like, he wasn't bothered until recently. Then he just got a little aggressive. It's just male aggression, I guess. Because we do have a lot of males in here. You know, the Gromy's a male, all the guppies are males. I don't know about the Tetra, but our 2 Dalmatian Mollies that we have in here, those are both female. I have no idea about these catfish right here. But we got this moss ball, and it's supposed to, you know, like, suck up the nitrates or something like that. I don't know, but if you're starting out with a, you know, developing a community tank, just make sure you got all the preparations, like, taken care of, because I guarantee you something will come up, you know, and just totally ruin your tank. I've had this tank for about over 3 weeks now, about maybe a month now. And I started out with the 2 Dalmatian Mollies. One of them got pregnant. We accidentally killed it. I guess it was just too much stress on her fitting this little 1 gallon over here. But yeah, if you're gonna get a tank, you know, like a big tank, like, you know, if you're in your teenage years and you want to start out with, you know, aquatics and making like a huge community tank. You know, I used to own little goldfish here and there when I was young, but they were just in like little tanks, not even big as this beta tank right here. I mean, this is a 3.5 gallon, but the tanks we had, you know, they were way smaller than that. But all I can say is just, if you're gonna start out with a tank like this, you know, it's a community tank, just make sure you get all the preparations right, make sure you get all the fish, look them up, get all the information you can, because you never know when some fish they're just not compatible with each other. Like these guppies, they just started chowing down on them. And surprisingly today, for the first time ever, this Gromy just got super pissed off with this platy over here. And he just did a number on him, so by morning that platy should be gone. I hope, I mean, put him out of his misery or something. And that Dalmatian Molly, oh, this isn't the one with the dropsy. We don't know if she's pregnant or not. We really hope she's not pregnant, but she's a Dalmatian Leartail Molly. And there she goes. She's a really cool fish. Her name's Oreo. Our other Dalmatian Molly, I don't know where the hell. I think she's still hiding. That poor thing. Hello. But she's still hiding. We're like 98% sure she has dropsy. And, you know, it's because, like I said, we think it's because of the ammonia and nitrate buildup. That's one of the causes of it. So if you're gonna, just like I said, if you're gonna start out with a tank like this, or, you know, any kind of advanced tank, just make sure you have all the preparations down before you get this thing going. Because you never know what could happen. We've had some algae problems or some kind of fungus problems growing up in the filter right there, and over in the heater right there. Also some near the bubbles. It is because my tank is right next to my window here. It does get some sunlight. I try to keep the blinds closed, but some sunlight does leak through. But, you know, it's a risk I took, and it was probably a stupid one. I kind of regret it. I hope I can later move it over there, but, you know, sooner or later I'm going to get a little antsy and want to put another gallon tank, you know, a 29-gallon tank or something right here. And I'll probably move this beta up to where that crab tank is. Yes, I do have a crab tank. That guy does try to escape a lot, so if you're gonna get a tank like this, you know, with 1,000 fish, or betas, you don't really have to worry about, but if you're gonna get crab, make sure you can't escape somehow. And the community tank, just make sure you got everything good. Because if you're like me and you want to keep your fish healthy and happy, then, oh, you better take care of those preparations as soon as possible before you start a tank like this. Because, I mean, I love these fish. These are the first fish I've had. I've never owned a 15-gallon tank before. Nothing more than, you know, 3 gallons probably. So, yeah, just make sure you get all the preparations right. Or your fish, you know, something is bound to pop up. We never expected algae. We clean this, you know, we make frequent water changes like every week, you know, like 10-20% water change. About every 2 weeks we change about half of it. Well, so far we have. I mean, this is our agenda, so hopefully nothing later worse will occur. But yeah, this is just a message for all aquarists out there. Make sure you have disease, you know, like ammonia preventment. You know, like the quick start right here. We just, you know, a PetSmart employee helped us out. She said we should get this, so we did. And hopefully that'll help. As for this guy, he's a goner. I have no doubt that by tomorrow morning or sometime soon, he will be dead. It's very sad. I mean, I love this fish, but I hate to see a fish die, but, you know, I mean, they're defenseless morons, pretty much. So it's our duty as humans or aquarists to keep them happy and alive. So, yeah. Guppies and platies, do not mix them. Do not mix them at all. I've read online that they are not compatible, so do not mix those. I don't know about Grammies. We have one Grammy in here. I heard they're territorial, but I don't know what got into this guy. He just started chowing down on the platy, and now he's just, you know, he's lost some scales. And it's pretty sad, but that's our little hospital tank for now. I think tomorrow we're going to take a water sample up to PetSmart, see if there's anything wrong with it. We're going to get a bigger hospital tank, that's for sure. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Good luck with all you new aquarists out there. Because, you know, wish me luck too. Please, I need it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.